She definitely picked the wrong person for this, but here it goes. When Renae first told me that she was going on a date with someone she met at a high school basketball game in the States, where I was going to school in Saskatoon and wasn't gonna meet him anytime soon, I asked to see a picture. Joe, I think you're wearing something camo, posing with something dead, with a gun beside you. And then Renae immediately texted and said, he's not that hick.
Well, what a day. What a few years. We did know that Joe was a keeper when he voluntarily spent Canadian Thanksgiving in Winnipeg with Renae, Grandma Joan, and myself watching Devon play hockey and shopping. A lot of shopping.
Renae, I came up with my own conclusion. He definitely is that hick.
Yeah, I didn't want to take a picture.
Why are we here today? Love is a force that made today possible. Love is a force behind much of what we do every day. Whether it's making a meal, you two, or doing the dishes, love is the reason you're doing stuff together and building the relationship, and that's why we're here today. So as you go into married life, remember the reason. The reason you get up each morning, get ready to teach school, provide logistics to feed the world. You do the best in the world and you look forward to coming home to your marriage. This is the reason you sacrifice, why you give, and the reason you laugh. The reason you are legally becoming a family. When Renae and Megan were about 14, I gave them a list of rules, and the other night Renae brought it out, and it was about the rules of boys. No talking to boys, no touching the boys, no sitting on the couch with boys, no kissing boys, blah, blah, blah. Well, I made up a short list about marriage. I want you guys to listen. I remember from our wedding, one thing that the old priest from Audra's Catholic Church, Renae, pay attention to this. He said to Audra, "You shall obey." Joe, remember this. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And when A's wrong, she's right. So the rings we exchange today are the physical embodiment of the love you share. They represent the commitment made. Oh, I apologize. That's terrible. Where was I now? Okay. About the rings, what they represent the commitment made today in devotion to yourself and to your partners as a continuous, unending band. So whenever you look at your rings, remember the feelings you share on this day, and let the love and devotion you have for each other continue to fill each day of your marriage. Joe, you may now kiss your bride.
At this point, I should be welcoming Renae to the family, but Renae, I hope you know that since the first time Joe brought you home, you were part of our family. I have some knowledge that I'd like to pass along to you guys. These are just things I've learned. One of them is appreciate each other. And you have to love each other every day as you do today. Never take each other for granted. Treat each. Is that funny, boys? Joe and Renae, may you continue to love, grow, and laugh together.
Mine and Joe's friendship reached a part where neither of us had girlfriends, and people started to think we were actually together. Well, I'm glad that's kind of over now, and we're both married. I could sit up here and tell you more stories of Joe on how good he is wrecking things, like he totaled 2 vehicles out last week with a spreader, but I'll bypass that. I'm sure glad I brought Renae to Leeds for that volleyball game, otherwise we may never be here making new friends. So let's raise a glass to the newlyweds.
When Joe first saw Renae, he didn't know her name. He was making eyes at her at a basketball game. He thought, oh good Lord, she had them short, cute legs. He heard she was Canadian, so he walked up and said, your plastic money's kind of funny and I don't play sports on ice, but you look really good. You look sweet as maple syrup, and if you date me, I'll rush in like Leroy Jenkins would. My semi might make the air smoky.